Graphing Linear Inequalities, Part 2. Today's lesson, students will learn how to graph linear inequalities using greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Using what? Greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Let's review what are inequalities. Inequalities means not equal. What does inequality mean? Not equal. Okay? So you have two types of inequalities, though, with equal signs, right? The first one is going to be greater than, right? Greater than or equal to. And the second one is less than or equal to. And when you talk about a line, okay, again, the greater than is going to be everything above the line. So this is going to be greater than, above. This one will be less than, but it's below the line. Okay, so let's try that again. It's going to be greater than, above the line, or less than, below the line. So let's take a look at this linear inequality. Read it with me. It says y is, what's this? Less than or equal to negative 1/3 x plus 2. So if we want to graph this inequality, we look for two variables. How many variables do we look for? Two. The first one is m, and the second one is what? It's b. That's right. So we say, okay, well, m, we underline m. So everyone underline m. M is equal to, we'll write it over here. M is equal to negative 1/3 or what? Good, 1/3. Very good. There's only one negative on each side. And what is b equal to? B is equal to, that's your y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is positive 2. So let's graph this inequality. We're going to start on which axis? The y-axis. We'll start on 2. We put a big dot at 2. Then we're going to go ahead and use the first slope. We're going to go down 1 and then over 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Then we're going to go back to the y-intercept. We're going to go up 1, but then we're going to go in the negative direction 3. Up 1 over 1, 2, 3. So again, this has a negative slope, so the line is going to go down like this. But this time, because it's less than or equal to, we have a solid line. What kind of line do we have? A solid line. So we're used to drawing solid lines like this. The last step is to shade. And again, if this is less than, let's go ahead. It's going to be less than. Is it going to be above or below the line? Less than is below the line. So then you're going to go ahead and shade everything below the line. So that if you plugged in any point below this line, it would make this statement true. Okay? Let's pick a point below the line. Let's pick actually negative 3 up 1. Okay? So I've chosen negative 3, 1. I'm going to plug it into this equation. I'm going to plug it into y is less than or equal to negative 1/3 x plus 2. So watch what happens when I plug in x and when I plug in y. Okay, I want you to write this down now. I have x and y. So y is 1. I'm going to say 1 is less than or equal to negative 1/3 multiplied by negative 3 at the top plus 2. What happens to these 3's? They cancel out. So I am left with I'm left with 1 is less than or equal to. What is left? Just 1, because negative times negative is positive. 1 plus 2. So is 1 less than 1 plus 2? What is 1 plus 2? 3. Or is 3 greater than 1? Is it? Yes. So this point is a solution. Okay, any point you choose under the line will be a solution to this inequality. Number 2 on your worksheet today. So let's read this inequality together. It says y is more than or equal to negative x plus 4. Okay, so do you see something invisible here? Ah, It's the invisible 1. So we're going to put invisible 1. It's actually -1 over 1, and that's going to be the slopes. So let's identify the two variables. Let's identify slope. We've already said that slope is -1 over 1 or 1 over -1. Very good. These both have negative slopes. And what is B? Okay, what's the boyfriend? The boyfriend is 4. So we're going to go ahead and start at 4 here. On which axis? The y-axis. Very good. We're going to start at 4. Then we're going to use the slope. We're going to go down 1, but in the positive direction 1. So this is, again, negative slope going down. Or up 1 and then the negative direction 1. So here we go. Okay, because this is equal to, it's what kind of a line? It's a solid line. What kind of a line? Solid line. We're used to drawing solid lines. Okay, and which way are we going to shade? Because this is more than or greater than, we're going to shade above the line. This is above the line. This is below the line. So let's shade above the line. So any point that we choose above the line will make the equation true. So let us choose any point. Why don't we choose 4, 2? Okay, why don't we choose 4, 2? This is x and this is y. And we're going to plug it into this equation. Y is more than or equal to -x plus 4. So let's put 2 where y is. So we're going to say 2 is more than, what is x? X is 4, so we're going to make it a -4 plus 4. -4 and +4 make 0. Is 2 more than or equal to 0? Yes, indeed. So that is a solution. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to review more than, less than, more than or equal to, and less than or equal to when we talk about inequalities, and we'll make a tree map. See you tomorrow.